Have you ever stopped to think about the engineering and the magic that happened inside a factory to transform simple ingredients into that perfect texture that melts in your mouth? Today, we're going to open the doors of some of the biggest and most advanced industries on the planet too. Discover how the world's most famous and desired ice creams are made, revealing the industrial secrets that turned this treat into a global passion. Creating the perfect ice cream on an industrial scale is a true work of science. It's not just about mixing milk and sugar, but about controlling, freezing, the amount of air, texture, and every detail of the mixture with impressive precision. Together, we're going to embark on a fascinating journey through the production lines, where crispy cones are shaped by the thousands, popsicles dive into chocolate, and glossy syrups take form as they move along the conveyor belts. So grab your spoon and get your taste buds ready, because now I'm going to take you behind the coldest and most spectacular scenes of the food industry. We'll see giant machines in action up close, the strict creaminess tests, and how the most famous brands manage to keep the same unforgettable flavor anywhere on Earth, uncovering the mysteries behind this worldwide passion in a way you've never imagined. Before any ice cream gains color, shape, or flavor, everything begins with the arrival of the raw materials. At the factory, refrigerated trucks bring in large volumes of milk, cream, fats, sugar, powdered milk, cocoa, fruit pulps, syrups, stabilizers, emulsifiers, and other ingredients used in the different recipes. Nothing goes straight into production. First, everything goes through inspection, analysis, and quality control, because a perfect ice cream begins even before it reaches the tanks. After this first check, the ingredients are separated and measured with precision. From there, the ice cream base starts to come to life inside huge stainless steel tanks. First come the liquid ingredients, like milk, cream, and water. Then, little by little, the dry ingredients are added, like sugar, powdered milk, cocoa, and stabilizers. Always in the right order, so everything dissolves properly. As giant agitators spin that simple mixture begins its first major transformation. It stops being just raw material and becomes the base that very soon will turn into ice cream. After the initial mixing, the ice cream base moves through pipes and industrial systems where temperature, safety, and texture are controlled with precision. It goes through heating, treatment, and cooling, becoming smoother, more stable, and more uniform. Even while still liquid, this base already begins to gain the creaminess that will make a difference in the final product. After this treatment, the base is rapidly cooled and sent to large refrigerated tanks where it rests for a few hours. This stage is called maturation, and it's where the mixture gains more stability, body, and preparation to freeze the right way. After hours of preparation and cooling, the base finally starts to gain flavor. Large automatic systems add chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, caramel, and other ingredients that will define each recipe produced by the factory. Right after that, the mixture enters the continuous freezing machines, while huge refrigerated cylinders quickly lower the temperature. Metal blades move the ice cream nonstop, creating an increasingly creamy and uniform texture. Now, the factory begins to split into different production lines. The same base can follow completely different paths, depending on the type of ice cream that will be made. On the tub ice cream lines, automatic machines fill the packages in sequence, while syrups, pieces of chocolate, fruit, cookies, and creamy layers are added at the right moment. This is how those swirls scattered fillings, and combinations appear when the tub is opened. In just a few seconds, each package comes out practically ready, moving along the conveyor belts in a continuous and extremely precise flow. Next to it, another line starts to gain rhythm. Thousands of wooden sticks are supplied automatically, preparing the way for the mixture to be molded into perfect popsicles. In popsicle production, the mixture is poured into very cold metal molds, which help the ice cream gain shape quickly. Shortly after, mechanical arms position the sticks with precision, and each popsicle moves along the line until it is firm enough to come out of the mold without breaking or deforming. In some factories, the molds go through intense cooling baths, ensuring that they all have the same size, the same texture, and the same freezing point. After the popsicles, attention turns to another part of the factory, where heat enters the scene. This is where the cone batter is baked, shaped, and quickly rolled until it gets that crispy form that will receive the ice cream. Then, the cones move along the conveyor belts and are filled automatically. In many cases, the cone receives a thin inner layer of chocolate, which helps protect the batter and keep the crunch until the first bite. After that, the top can receive syrups, chocolate, nuts, sprinkles, or decorative spirals, while the machines adjust every detail so the ice cream comes out beautiful, balanced, and ready to freeze. And you know those popsicles with a chocolate shell that cracks at the very first bite? They also have a special step. They go through a bath of melted chocolate that completely covers the ice cream. When it touches the frozen surface, the chocolate hardens quickly and forms a thin, glossy, and crunchy layer. And the most incredible thing is that this is only a tiny piece of a gigantic universe. In every corner of the world, different peoples and cultures have created their own ways of enjoying ice cream. In bars, sandwiches, small cups, cones, frozen cakes, filled desserts, and formats that change from country to country. In the end, they all show the same thing. Ice cream is a global passion, capable of crossing languages, climates, and traditions. After receiving its shape, its fillings, its coatings, and being well frozen, the ice cream finally moves on to the packaging stage. Automatic machines seal tubs, wrap popsicles, close individual packages, and organize boxers in sequence, keeping everything protected for the journey outside the factory. Before moving on to storage, the products go through quality controls, where weight, appearance, temperature, and package sealing are checked. After that, the ice creams go into cold storage rooms and, later, travel in refrigerated trucks to markets, stores, and ice cream shops in different parts of the world. And did you know that the world produces more than 2,000 tons of ice cream per hour? By the end of a single year, global production can exceed an impressive 23 million tons. That is enough ice cream to supply beaches, markets, parks, ice cream shops, and entire cities in practically every corner of the planet. It is believed that the first versions of frozen desserts appeared more than 2,000 years ago, back in antiquity. Peoples from China, Persia, and even the Roman Empire already mixed snow or natural ice with fruits, honey, and aromatic syrups to create refreshing drinks and sweets, reserved mainly for kings, nobles, and very wealthy families. At that time, storing ice was already difficult, so consuming something frozen was almost a symbol of power and luxury. But the great transformation began centuries later, when the Italian Francesco Procopio de Coltelli helped popularize the sale of frozen desserts in Paris in the 17th century. From there, ice cream slowly began to leave the palaces and gain space in the streets, cafes, and cities of Europe. By the middle of the 19th century, large-scale production began to emerge in the United States, with Jacob Foucault considered by many to be the pioneer of the first large ice cream factory in the world. With the arrival of industrial refrigeration and freezing machines, ice cream finally became a popular product, capable of being produced by the thousands and distributed to different regions. And since then, this industry has never stopped growing. What was once a rare dessert reserved for a few has become a global passion consumed daily by millions of people in practically every corner of the planet. And now tell me, if you could choose only one ice cream flavor to eat for the rest of your life, what would it be? Leave it here in the comments. And to think that all of this began thousands of years ago with people mixing ice and fruit to create a simple, refreshing dessert. Today, ice cream has become one of the greatest passions on the planet, produced in gigantic factories capable of combining science, speed, creativity, and precision in every stage of the process. Behind every popsicle, every crispy cone, every chocolate coating, and every tub filled with syrups and fillings, there is an entire universe of machines, technology, and people working to create that sensation millions of people know so well from the very first spoonful. And maybe that is exactly what makes ice cream so special, no matter the country, the culture, or the language. In practically any corner of the world, it is still capable of turning simple moments into small experiences of happiness. If you enjoyed discovering the behind the scenes of this gigantic industry, take the chance to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and keep exploring the most incredible processes in the world. With us, and of course, click on the next video, because there are still many surprising factories waiting for us.